Hey guys, this is Miss Linda. We had an awesome day together. This is your first math homework assignment, and I hope these videos are useful for you as we review a little bit from our lesson today, and then as I walk you step by step through your homework. So this is Module 1, Lesson 1, and the objective today was making 10 and also adding to 10. So let's take a quick look at the example that we did in class together, and then we'll start on our homework. So right here we see a number bond. A number bond is a great visual for us when we're looking at the whole and two parts. So the two parts, when we're adding, go together to make the whole. When we're subtracting, we take that whole and we take something away from that whole. So those are the two parts. So we're going to take a part away from the whole. So our number bond is a great visual for addition and subtraction. We can look over here and figure out the numbers that we're going to plug in to our number bond. So the first thing we're going to do, we are going to solve the problem. We're going to add or subtract. So we know that 9 plus 1 equals 10. And then the commutative property, we're just going to replace those two numbers, switch those around, 1 plus 9, and that also equals 10. 10 minus 1, so if we have 10 and we take away 1, we have 9. And then 10 minus 9 equals 1. So the three numbers that we're going to plug in are 10, 9, and 1. Now, just like I said earlier, we know that the whole, when we're subtracting, we're taking away from the whole. So the whole is 10, and the two parts are 9 and 1. Take a quick look and see how the two parts go together to work with that whole in the number bond. So 9 and 1, and then that makes 10. Down here at the bottom, we were adding to 10. So we had 10 as one part, and then we were adding 5. So we know that if we have 10 and 5 more, just like we did today when we were counting 10, 1, 10, 2, 10, 3, 10, 4, 10, 5, and that would equal 15. Now, for today's homework, we're going to create some number bonds. We're going to look at some number bonds together. And then at the bottom, down here for number 3, we're going to solve the problem. So for number 1, add or subtract. So just like we talked about with our exit ticket, you're going to add, and then you're going to subtract, and you're going to look at the relationship between the number bond and your answers. Over here, they didn't do this part for you. You're going to have to plug in those numbers for the number bond. So be careful when you're looking at the problem. They've already given you these numbers. What three numbers? What is the whole? What are the two parts? For number 2, you're going to add in a number bond. So I want you to draw a number bond. So we need to have the whole and then the two parts. And then over here, the whole and the two parts. Think about your adding, think about subtracting. Watch the symbols and make sure that you're adding when there's a plus sign and subtracting when there's a minus sign. Down here for number 3, the only directions that you are going to do, you're going to solve the problem. So we know that the whole is 10. So think about that. Two parts. What two parts go together to make 10? We have a missing addend, so we have one of our parts missing. What two numbers are going to go together to make 10? And you're going to do that for all of these problems. You guys have a wonderful night, and I'm so proud of you. Keep up the great work.